last week on Attack U.
Time to do the Court Street Shuffle in the Big Dance.
No, not satisfied with it.
You know, they're trying to do some things to make this a special place and have a special basketball program.
Ohio is 32-14 against teams from the MAC West since the 2005-06 season. To this point this year, Ohio is 4-0 against boys from the West. This could be a huge win for this group of seniors. This is a Bobcats senior crew that could set the all-time record for wins by a class. This would be the 88th victory all-time for this group of seniors. Tonight's a special night for this crew, and they want to keep the winning ways going. Ohio trying to win their 10th in the last 11 tries. Cats trying to pick up another huge victory, trying to pick up their 18th win this season. It's game on between the Bobcats and the Chippewas. DJ gives them some room, 14 to shoot. On a curl to the rim, layup, yes. CMU draws first blood, 2-0 Chippewas. One dribble stripped as he tried to go up. Loose ball at the timeline, picked up by CMU. On the run, it's Fowler all the way to the rim. Banked it up, in, counted, and a foul. They cross down, go to Richardson at the top. Off it, got in there, stripped the ball away. Runs one-on-one to the goal, and he laid it in. 5-2, Ohio trails by 3. Up to the top, Keeley stepped in there this time. Runs to the goal, slams it down with the right hand. Missed the shot, rebound John Smith. Cooper left wing for Ohio, left-hand dribble. Skips between two, flipped it up and in, counted, and a foul. Get to the rim, and he banked it in. Now off to the left. Holding it low, it's Fowler. Dribbles into the paint. His defender flies by, and he shoots and scores. Cats trying to take the lead for the first time. Skip corner right, it's hauled off it for the lead. Bang from 3. Cooper left wing, left of the paint, it's Baltic. Spun past his defender to the rim for a reverse layup. 19-15, Cats up 4. Baltic has the last 4 points. Ohio is shooting 47%. Wilkins sideline right. Now corner right off it, raises, fires, and bangs down to 3. His second on the night, and Ohio's lead is 5, 22-17, biggest on the night. Wilkins, he's a three-point shooter but can't fire. Skips it corner left off it for 3. Book it. Walt off it is locked in. He has 11 points, and Ohio's lead is back up to its game high, 5. Sideline right, it's Randall. One-on-one with Wilkins. Goes in the lane and scores. 33-31. Ohio's lead is 2. Shot clock dark now. 19 seconds left for the half. With 7 and 6. Behind a screen on the right side with 5. Pitch back often. Right wing 3. Tries to fire. Stripped on the way up. Keeley gets it back. Baseline right. Shoots and scores at the buzzer from 10 feet away. A little end of the half magic for Reggie Keeley. When Ohio is up at halftime, the Cats are 13-1 this year. Ohio is up at McGurk Arena on the Mid-Michigan Mount. Corner right, Taylor jumps up a 3. Bang for Stevie Taylor. So Ohio's lead is 6. Faces up, spins at the back logo, turns and scoops it in with a right hand on the right side. Ohio's lead is 16, 63-47. Back out to DJ, jumps up a 3 from the point, bang! And this one could be done. It's a 19-point lead.
In the second half, we find a way to fight our way through and play the way we're capable of playing. Right? We got to get back, get rest, and get ready for Saturday because their season's on the line. They come to play Saturday.
After taking care of business versus Central Michigan on Wednesday, the Bobcats turned their sights to the Kent State Golden Flashes. While the Flashes struggled in the early portion of the conference season, they've turned it around as of late, winning 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, we're entering now the time of the season where you play them for a second time, so you have a chance to watch each team evolve. And I think right now Kent's playing as well as anybody in the league. They're a totally different basketball team than we played when we went down there because they've had a third player emerge in Chris Brewer. You know, he was averaging about 7 or 8 when we went down. He's averaging close to 14 a game. He's playing really well. And their seniors are becoming seniors, obviously. Towards the end of their run, they're getting hungry, and they played really, really well. They've won 3 games in a row. They're scoring over 80 points a game because they're shooting the ball, especially from 3, extremely well. So it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us.
The team that comes to play the hardest is winning this game. Whether it's us or them. Whoever somebody's coming to play harder than the other team, it better be us. Let's go. Bring it in. Let's go.
As the Bobcats continue their run through the MAC schedule, they've relied on several key players to step up at crucial times. One pleasant surprise has been the contributions of T.J. Hall. Battling back from intensive knee surgery in the offseason, the junior from Gainesville, Florida, has worked his way into a starting spot during conference play.
Without question, he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. I think he's healthy for the first time all year. He came off a major injury, something that you don't, come back from right away. And it took some time for him, I think, to get physically comfortable, mentally comfortable with dealing with that, and now playing with the confidence. And I think our team, especially on the offensive end, is a lot more fluid when he's in the game.
In between the circles and angling right side Taylor. Wilkins corner right, couldn't fire. Skips it into the paint to Hall. Back to the bucket, layup, yes, with a little contact.
I had a cartilage transplant. Like my cartilage was all gone between my bones, and my bone was rubbing against each other in my knee, so I had to get it replaced. It was 5 to 6 months rehab off, no weights, no running, no anything for 5 to 6 months. A couple of flexibility things I did. A lot of pool workouts, strengthening of the knee, around the knee and stuff like that.
Well, there's two parts of it. I think it's the physical part, and that's probably easier than the mental part. Where you had a major injury where every time you kind of plan off or cut, you got to make sure you're okay, and in the physical, just draining rehab is hard. It's 5, 6 months of just fighting through it and pushing yourself and kind of get your legs back under you, and he's done a really great job of fighting through that.
I felt pretty good to know that you just recovered from an injury and you're still able to do the same things that you were able to do before that. It just shows that hard work does pay off.
A basketball team consists of many more pieces than just the 5 players on the court. During the day-to-day operations of Ohio basketball, the Bobcat managers play an integral role in everything from setting up practice to running drills. They're the utility players of a basketball staff.
Well, I love them. I mean, they're the heart and soul of our program. To be quite honest with you, they come in for nothing, and they're just happy to be part of it. They're like the best teammates on the team. Some of them are in it because they want to be coaches, and some of them just want to be around it and just love sports and love being part of a Division I basketball program.
While they may not be lacing them up on game day, don't let the water boy act fool you. Ohio's managers aren't lacking for skills on the hardwood.
I'm well aware of their intramural team. I have not gone to the games because I don't know if I can handle some of that. I get a blow-by-blow description from every play in the game. I'm tend to get on a guy who's not playing well over there and find out what's going on. But they do have one key piece in Omni Smith who I think's kind of carried them a little bit.
Now we're doing some warm-up lines. We're getting layups on this side, getting our rebounds in, just getting loose, getting ready to go for the game.
Undefeated!
So, yeah, undefeated. Go for 3-0. Let's go, managers.
Crashing the boards, we're playing good defense. We're just picking up OU basketball, that's all. You practice what you preach. We see it in practice, so we transferring over here to the game.
They try to run Detroit. Detroit, set it up!
Set up a couple staggers.
The way we're playing today, I wouldn't mind challenging the big guys. The varsity team, they can throw us the JV, we help in practice, but I think today we can take on the varsity, so just let them know that.
I could definitely guard golf. I'll tell you that. If golf played, I got him.
One time,
Playoffs are coming up next week. We got to work on some things, work on a couple sets we got to put in, work on our defense, especially our rebounding, and just get better as a team. And,
Coach Christian would have a field day on these guys right now. He'd come over and be like, guys, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Lace them up, gotta get at least 10 points right here. The 10 quick.
We're relying on Omni just to shoot outside, man. We're not attacking the rim. I don't want him to get, we're up 30 right now. I don't want him to get a little lackadaisical and maybe lose our lead. Okay, let's go. Wolfpack on 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, Wolfpack.
First time I get to stand up.
Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. Put your ones up. Convo.
Is that the team name?
Wait, is that your name? I thought we were called the Wolfpack.
Christian's crew.
Very nice. Nice.
When Jim Christian took the Ohio head coaching job, he knew assembling a staff of high-level assistants would be key to a successful season.
You know, when you're an assistant coach, it's kind of tireless hours, you know what I mean, with unfortunately not enough credit. No program can have success without everybody kind of pulling in the right direction. Everybody kind of puts their egos on the shelf and does what's great for the basketball program and what's the best interest of our basketball program, and I have those guys here.
While the group features several new faces, he brought along some familiarity as well. Assistant coach Bill Wazinski joined the Bobcats after spending the last 4 seasons with Christian on the sidelines at TCU.
I think for me, I was honored because when Jim obviously got the job here at Ohio, he really kept me involved in the whole process. He was up front and honest with me the whole time. You know, trust me and come with me to Ohio, and you know, we're going to do great things. And you know, I can't thank him enough.
He's a guy that you know, I put a lot of trust in, a lot of confidence in all areas of everything that's going on with our basketball program, and I love it because I think he thinks like a head coach. It's like having another guy, you know, who always has the best interest of the program at heart.
When it comes to my style and who I am, it's right in your face. I mean, you know, I like to be tough. I like to play fast. I like to create a lot of chaos on the court. You know, on defense, you know, it's all about being disruptive. You know, and I think it's all mindset. I think, you know, as a coach, if you put in the work and if you are that type of person, it automatically, you know, flows into your team and your kids. You know, the more passion you bring on the practice court, the more intensity you bring on the practice court. In the right way, you get stuff out of kids that you would never think you'd get out of somebody, you know, just by showing them that, hey, listen, this guy might be working harder than me on the practice, and he's a coach. I better raise my level a little bit as a player. You know, I love the game of basketball, and I bring that to the practice court every single day.
With the Kent game moved to an 11 a.m. tip-off for ESPN, the Bobcat marketing department decided to offer an extra incentive for those students who may have a little trouble getting out of bed on a Saturday morning. A free McDonald's breakfast sandwich for the first 1,000 students was just what the doctor ordered.
Very exciting. It's always nice to be able to support the university, but we were playing for it. It's a lot of sandwiches. But we split it up actually between this store and the East State Street store, so we had a lot of teamwork going on. You know, 2 people came in this morning at 3 a.m. at the Richland Avenue store, and they started on them. So I'm going to say it took probably a good 5 hours.
I'm loving Mickey D's right now. I didn't eat breakfast today, and I just needed a little McDonald's. This is going to do the trick. I'm really happy for this thing.
While some students may need a little coaxing to make the early morning start, members of the Ohio student section, the O-Zone, are always ready for a game at the Convo. And with a blackout scheduled for Kent State, some take their fandom to an entirely different level.
You could do like green, black, and white.
Make me pretty.
Let's do green, white, black.
I'm just gonna paint over your mustache. I hope you don't care.
No. Looks good.
Where are we going now? Yeah, we're leaving. All right, here we go. Game time. It's gonna be a good game. Nice and early. You know it.
This is the third oldest rivalry between Ohio and anybody. It's the Bobcats and Kent State. The Cats trying for their 19th win overall and their 10th in Mid-American Conference play.
And you look at this Kent team, they are dangerous. They've been incredibly dangerous. 19 wins a season since the end of 1998. 3 points better than their opponents across this season. Big Swoon lost 4 in a row in the middle of this MAC schedule. But this team is talented.
Ohio controls the tip and goes to the goal to our left. DJ Cooper at 23 against these guys the first time around. Straight on, off it for 3, short. Rebound, TJ Hall climbed the back, gets it over to Keeley, waits for 2 to go by, and he stuffs it home. He's tied up, Henniger gets it back, stripped from behind by Reggie Keeley. Ohio into the front court now. Hall left wing, fires up a 3, bang for TJ Hall. Oh, and he's been in the starting lineup. He's been solid. Left wing, fired it into the post, and it's stowed away. Walt off and jumped that route. The pass came from Goodson on the left wing. Bounce into the post from Cooper to Kellogg. Reverse layup, yes, from the left to the right-hand side. To the timeline, it's Kellen Thomas, checked by Cooper. Coops stripped the ball away. Right sideline on the run. Spot up 3 on the way. Bang! The Convo's alive. Good morning. Timeout, Kent State.
9 straight for Ohio.
Evans will cross the timeline at 6 and 5. Straight on with 4. Lost the dribble, stripped away. Kellogg gets it to Cooper, gets it right point for 3. In and out, back in! A 3 at the buzzer, and how about that to end half number 1 in a game that tipped at 11 o'clock. More magic from this senior class. More dynamics from DJ. Ohio 31, Kent State 26. You just get the feeling, and Rob told you this prior to the break, and other people are talking about it too. Kent State is on the ice, and you have the ability, if you're Ohio, to bust through and break out and blow them away. 1 minute old in the second half. Kent State has the basketball, addressing the goal to our left. Into the post now, it's Goodson. Turnaround, fallback jumper, baseline left is good. And Kent State gets the first points of the second half. Ohio's lead is 13, 44-31. Into the front court, Evans lost the ball. Stripped, Ohio with numbers into the front court. Keeley to Kellogg to the rim, banker, yes. And Kent State is on ice that is cracking now. Drives corner right, it's Manley for 3, and he got it. Left sideline, Thomas jumps up along 2, got it. Coop catches up, he falls down. Now Holt shoots up a 3 left wing, and he got it. 61-55. Apparently it's getting colder because the ice has healed back up for KSU because they're back in the ball game. They are down 6 right now. Hands it back off. Brewer on the right wing to Evans for 3. Got it. It's a game. It's a 1-point game. 61-60 with 6:05 to go. And Ohio has squandered a 15-point lead. 54 seconds left for the game's regulation. We're tied at 69. From now a nervous Convocation Center. Foul line left in front of the arc. It's Keeley. Spins on Henniger. Raises, fires. Missing off the back iron. Tip up, no. Tip up, no. Tip up. Saved by Evans. Kent State has the ball. Shot clock dark. 29 seconds for regulation. We're tied at 69. Kent State doesn't have a timeout. They're going to play it straight. 14, 13. High on the right side, it's Brewer. Now 10, 9. In between the circles, 8 and 7. Henniger high on the right side with 5. Now with 4, and he threw the ball away. Sideline left, he threw it out of bounds. Pressure caused Kent State to fold. It would appear it's either going to be a dramatic Ohio win or overtime. Tied at 69 with 3.4 seconds left. Ohio and Kent State. Walt off it will inbound. Evans jumping in front of him. They get it to Cooper in the backcourt with 3. Now with 2. Middle of the floor timeline. Fires up a 3. Banked off of there. And regulation doesn't decide this one today. We're tied at 69. So Kent State controls the tip. And here we go. Overtime at the Convo. Tied at 69, Ohio and Kent State. It is Evans right of the paint. Runs into the paint. Against Offit. Spun it up in there. Counted it a foul. High on the left side. Gets a screen from Goodson. Springs him to the timeline. He stepped on that timeline. They didn't call it. Brewer low block right. Muscled up a shot. Missed it. And a foul. And what's very rare, DJ Cooper fouling out of the contest. Think about all the times that Ohio has had big buckets in pressure moments at the end of games. Who gets it now? Stevie Taylor will be your point guard. And will he handle it? Next free throw, rimmed it out, rebound Keeley, 75-73, Ohio trails 2. 27 seconds left, the Convo, everybody standing, and Ohio takes a timeout. A lot of nervous energy in here right now. Chris Evans will jump in front of Offutt, inbounding the ball right next to the scorer's table, throws into the backcourt, and Taylor takes it. 23 seconds left for the game. Sideline right with 21. Baltic at the top with 19. Offutt fumbled the dribble, got it back, runs foul line lane. Corner right, Taylor for 3 in the lead. 76-75 Ohio, 10 seconds left. Holt across the timeline, comes straight on, stripped, loose ball, Offutt gets it, throws it to Kellogg, 4, 3, layup, yes! 2 seconds left, Ohio's on top, 78-75, Holt for a 3 and a tie, no! Ball game, Ohio wins! Ohio wins! Ohio wins! Stevie Taylor with the 3 ball to give Ohio the lead, and they storm him in front of the 110. What a ball game at the Convo today. What a showing for this league. What guts for a youngster, Stevie Taylor, to bang down that 3. Ohio wins 78-75 over Kent State, and they hoist Taylor up in the air. What a day at the Convo. Wow.
Great TV, a great 25 seconds for the guy who'd like to be Ohio's point guard when DJ Cooper retires.
First and foremost, great courage. Great courage. Okay, because there was a lot of times we could have quit. There's a lot of times we could have put things down. When we had to get stops, you got them. That's 4 steps out of the way. We have 1 step left to go for our goal.
With only 5 MAC games left, the Bobcats hold a tight grip on second place in the MAC East and the number 2 seed in the MAC tournament. Up next, clashes with the Eagles of Eastern Michigan and the Belmont Bruins before a MAC East showdown versus arch-rival Akron, holding huge conference implications. This is Attack U.